Hi friends, I'm starting an experiment to grow tomatoes in Aerogarden harvest. This variety is called Mighty Mini and these are pre-seeded pods that I bought from Aerogarden. This is pretty straightforward experiment and I just wanted to show you how exactly it works in harvest model. Product details mentioned that these plants will grow up to 6 inches only. So this variety is well suited for harvest and sprout models. Since I am using a pre-seeded pods, it is just a matter of dropping the pods into the garden. But here is one money saving tip. Aerogarden drops a couple of seeds into each pod to guarantee the germination. I found that the tomato seeds always have excellent germination rate. Look at this pod closely. I see at least 4 seeds in this pod. So I always take just one pod and separate the seeds into 2 or more pods depending on how many plants I want to grow. In this harvest model, I want to grow only 2 plants. So I will split the seeds into 2 pods. It is very simple process. Take a toothpick and extract 2 seeds. Then place them into an empty pod. Here is a pod from Grow Anything Pod Kit and I am using it. The other approach is we can just drop one pod and separate the seedlings and transplant them later on. But that's a lot of work. Separating the seeds is super easy and almost no work. That's it. Now I have 2 pods and I am dropping them into the system. I will keep them in the center in the beginning days and move them to the edges once the seedlings get big. As always, I am adding water, but I will not add the nutrition right away. I will add nutrition once I see the seedlings. Alright, the garden is all set and good to go. It's day 10. All seeds germinated and the seedlings are looking good. 2 seeds in each pod. This is the reason we can always split the seeds and save the pods for future. Now it's time to thin out the seedlings and keep only one plant per pod. I always prefer to pull out the seedlings when they are young. It is easy to pull them out since they haven't developed the root system yet. Now I have just one plant in each pod. Now that I see the seedlings, I will start adding the nutrition. I will use Aerogarden nutrients throughout this grow cycle and I will just go with the recommended dosage which is 8 ml at every feeding cycle for this harvest model. Day 22, the plants are coming nice and healthy and they started flower buds. That's wonderful. Day 30, look at these clusters of flower buds. Very good progress so far and this aligns with the growth of most microdwarf cherry tomato varieties. Day 38, the flowering started on both plants. Good. And lot more flower buds are showing up. Day 42, plants are loaded with flowers and flower buds. And a few baby tomatoes as well. What a fantastic progress. Fast forwarding a bit, it's day 76. Plants are loaded with tomatoes and some of them already started ripening. That's really good progress so far. However, the plants are not looking very healthy. They are not developing any new foliage. Without the foliage, these tomatoes are not going to develop well. I don't see any issues in the water or the root system. However, the plants are not looking healthy. Every time when I notice some unhealthy growth on the plants, the first thing I will do is change the water. So I will dump the water, clean the bowl and start over with fresh water and nutrients. Here are the plants along with the root system. Look how healthy this root system is. I'm totally clueless why these plants are not showing any new growth. Maybe they are loaded with tomatoes and not getting any chance to develop new growth. Anyways, let's see if this cleaning helps them produce new leaves. Day 106. Most of the tomatoes ripened on both plants. Unfortunately, these plants haven't developed any new leaves for a long time. Cleaning the garden and changing the water also didn't help. But on the good side, all the tomatoes have ripened very well. I was very skeptical that the tomatoes are not going to develop further, but they did develop and also ripened. That's amazing. It's time to give them a taste test. I'm harvesting a well ripened tomato. First, let's check the inside. Wow, looks beautiful, juicy and fleshy. Time to taste. Taste is just okay. Let me try one more. It's not fair to judge based on just one tomato. This one is also just okay. Not bad, but it doesn't have a great taste like my favorites Tiny Tim or Geranium Kiss. I can't enjoy them alone, but they're totally fine to add them to salads or use them in cooking. Overall, this experiment is fine, but I'm not fully satisfied with this variety. As you can see here, the yield is excellent, but I'm not happy with the growth of these plants and the taste is just okay. I still have 5 seed pods left, but I don't think I will grow them again anytime soon. Not because they are bad, but there are many other better choices in microdwarf category like Tiny Tim. So I will stick to that. Alright, that is all for now. Thanks for watching and happy aerogardening. By the way, if you are new to this channel or new to hydroponics growing and looking for any tips and tricks, you can find my playlist with a bunch of tips and tricks using Aerogarden and other hydroponic systems, including how to deep clean these gardens. Please find the link in the description below if you are interested. Once again, thanks for watching and happy hydroponics gardening.